guys are having yourselves a good morning, day, night, evening, whatever time zone y'all are in today. Hopefully it is a good one, whatever it may be. For me so far, this morning is starting off pretty nice. As you can tell, I'm actually a little high up on some energy today, so that's a bit of a different start than usual. But hey, it's a good start so far, if you ask me. But yeah, anyway, you may be wondering what we're doing, which I'd be a little surprised considering it's in the title of the stream and also the category of what we're streaming today. But we have some art to do, and we are continuing the Hollow Knight Silksong art piece because we got a lot of bosses backed up now on our list of bosses to add to the entirety of this very art piece. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna hop into it practically immediately because I got some stuff that I need to do, so I want to make sure to get at least 2 bosses on the board. We already have one in the works, which was from last morning stream, and now we're hopefully gonna have another one, and maybe even the start of another one after that. We'll see though. But for now, let's get into it. But before we do, I happen to have a Red Velvet coffee, so if you want to help support your boy in any sort of which way whatsoever, feel free to do so by going over there and purchasing anything that I have over there. On my Red Velvet, I got stickers, and on my coffee, I got conventions only for art pieces, Twitch emotes, and fight stick art. If any of those tickle your fancy, feel free to just go to my About section on Twitch or YouTube video descriptions. All the links will be down there, and it will take you right over there. If none of those tickle your fancy, you could always sub to the channel. None of these are mandatory, but they are very well appreciated. Anyway, I need to get the drawing. Okay, so last time we worked on this, we drew this little witch-looking fly girl thing, and now we got the Sentinel. The Sentinel. We have lots on our plate, to say the least. So I say we get to starting on this shit before I lose my goddamn mind already. Alright, looking up the Sentinel again, just for purposes of making sure to get a good look-see at this and get a good idea of what I gotta do. Excuse me, sorry. Okay. So we're gonna need to reformulate the blade there for a minute, and then I'm gonna need to work out a way to make everything kind of work in unison a little bit, because right now everything is a little, while it is good, it is also a bit weak. Say at least a bit weak. And I see what they were trying to go for with this right now. What? Fuck. Oh, right. I forgot I messed with something earlier yesterday. I forgot that this was a part of it. Forgive me. Alright, well, basically this is supposed to be somewhat more of like a rounded thing instead of like the other one. It's not supposed to look like the other one, it's supposed to be a little bit more rounded because apparently these things are supposed to be representing scissors in some sort of way. I never noticed that until now. Hey, we're here, so we work with what we got. Trying to get like a good idea of how the sword is formulated here. Or blade? I could assume that it probably is just supposed to be a blade, considering that it's flails. It's my way of saying scissors, and if you've been on the internet long enough, you would probably know where that comes from, but at the same time, it's a bit obscure that I doubt anybody would know what I'm talking about. And I'll keep this like that just because it still works. It still works. It just works. Alright. Alright, now music shush. Time to bring in the other playlist that I've been waiting to hear this whole morning so far. And that is this. Yes, baby, yes. Alright, so pack some good water. So, basically, we got us to look forward, and we need to get doing it right now before I lose my mind, because I can already tell that I'm getting sidetracked unless I do some shit about it. Alright, right now we got line art, so let's get the drawing over it and make sure that it looks good. Work with me! God damn it. Okay. I may have made a few parts a little thicker and a little bit more rounder than they probably necessarily need to be, but I mean, hey, it's at least working, right? That's all. That's all that matters. By the way, for real, how is everybody's morning so far, Or at least time zone, whatever it may be right now. I asked got the curiosity, wanting to know how things be. Usually the days usually be a bit rough, but hopefully, in some cases, I might be I'll be in a way of making the morning just a little bit more, cheery. I mean, doing good. Yeah, Onyx, that's good to hear, my boy. Okay. This one I feel like I got a little bit of rain to try and be a little messy with it, because I'll be able to hide it as time flies. Mostly. An image in new tab, yes please. I need to get a closer look at those hands, and they are very... count each individual pixel that is making up this character as we speak on the image that I'm looking at. What? Build this in a way where it works with the rest of the sword, because if I don't do that, it's going to look a little weird. The way I said weird. What the fuck says weird like that? Weird. I sound like a toddler trying to say the weird. You look a little weird. So far, so good. So far, so good. This time this technique is going to be coming in handy, very much so. Dude, oh, actually, you know what? Hold on, I got a better idea about this. Shrink this down a bit. Fuck, wrong fucking thing equipped. Fuck. completely realizing I cannot completely rely on the line that I have made for this because it's obvious that I did not know what the fuck I was doing when I did it. Okay. Then let's make it just a tad bit thicker. Bring it here. So far so good. Now I just gotta get you gotta erase the lines that are in this inner part right here. Alright, and there's this little part of the arm right here. I didn't notice it until now. But luckily it's not that bad to draw in. Okay, and looking at the pelvic area of this robot. A little bit more rounded, like how I like my ladies. But it's at least looking decent right now. So far, line art, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I will say I feel like I could have definitely done the face just a little bit better, but I mean, hey, I've never been great with faces anyway. Why do you think I wear a mask? Well, at least most of the time. Right now is not a good example. I mean, you kind of look at the way I designed my character. You can tell that I have a lot of things just kind of wrong in general with how a face should look. I don't have a proper nose. I have holes that are meant to represent my nose and act like one. I have no ears. I technically don't actually have eyebrows. I am practically the dictionary definition of what you shouldn't design your character like. And yet somehow I managed to, in some way, make it kind of work. And I feel like I at least did. What do you guys think in chat, huh? You think it works? You think I did decent enough to kind of like represent a face? Oh, Cerebot Banditbot in the chat. Thank you, Cerebot. I appreciate you. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking I could do for feather because it's got 2 feathers on it, so this. The way that these feathers are kind of formulated and drooping. Go for something a little like this here. Ready? This feather is meant to look like it's a little farther away. I feel like they kind of did a decent job in making it look a little smaller, but at the same time, it just looks like a feather that's a little smaller. It's at least doing the job that it needs to do, and right now I think it's doing good. By the way, for real, Onyx, if you're still in chat there, buddy, how has your day been so far? Has things been pretty good for you right now? Has the day been kind to you so far? Have you been doing what you've been needing to do? Are you fulfilling the things that you wish to fulfill for today? Hiccup. So far, so good. This doing cleaning, it's good. Nice. I can imagine that depending on how your scenery is for you right now, it's pretty therapeutic. I say that with the sense that you probably got some good music on, you're just vibing out, having fun while you're cleaning it a little bit, doing the usual. Also, the music is a bit too loud. Oh, on my end? Okay, yeah, hold on, I got you. And I know why too. It's just because like I have it playing on YouTube, so the volume is definitely just a little higher than it necessarily needs to be. Thank you for at least letting me know that. I deeply appreciate. Alright, now we go for this, and then a little bit of this, just to get the outline of the sword right here. Fuck, right, I forgot. Give me 1 second. There we go. Alright, perfect. And then we get a little bit of this going, and then a little bit of that, and then a little of this. And I'm realizing I should actually do one thing real fast. Hold on. I'm gonna erase this a little bit, and then we're gonna do this. For purposes of making the handle just a tad bit thinner. Just a tad bit. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Right, there we go. And then a little bit of this. And then we go for the lower part of the handle here, which is like this. And then we just, yeah. I need this bitch to curve a little bit. I need it to be curvy. I needed to just have like a little bit of that good roundness to it. That good, nice little bit of roundness, like that. I like my woman. Whoa, that's a little too round, and not the type of roundness I've been looking for. Said no one ever. Yeah, that works. It's not perfect, but it at least works. That's all that matters to me right now. Now we got. Oh wait, almost forgot about that part of the cloak. But yeah, I was saying, Onyx, I could imagine that like right now with you cleaning the house, I could imagine you just chilling out. You got some music playing in the background on your end, or maybe even just listening to the stream, as far as I'm aware. Just enjoying the time that you got to just chill out and clean the place. All right, now how are these legs looking? Kind of realizing that the right leg of the character is actually a little straight with a tad bit of a bend. Slightest bend. That bend here, and straighten it out ever so slightly. Alright, and now for the other leg, which happens to be a bit of a very elongated S sort of deal. Kind of like this a little bit. Good boy. Already almost made it too thick to work with. Though then again, I have seen a plethora of artists do that with Hornet, and they managed to make it work. You know, funny enough, I say that, and I actually did come across someone wearing how do I put this lightly? A very voluptuous version of Hornet. I was playing VR chat, and I was just like world hopping for a bit, and like. And as of late, I just kind of been like roaming around with like the Hollow Knight avatar, and so I just came across like well, it's like this retro-esque styled sort of stylized version of Hollow Knight, and I came across somebody who had a very, as I said, voluptuous version of Hornet for an avatar, and I'm not gonna lie, even despite what it wasn't bad looking. I'm not gonna lie with you, it was not bad looking at all. It genuinely looked like really nice, and you could tell that the person who made it put a lot of effort into it. And I will say, in my eyes, no matter what the intention is for certain things, they always have a nice touch. They always are like very nice to me because they're just art, and it just shows that people out there are like having a lot of fun with a lot of things that they love. And I feel like that's always very nice. Like even despite what a lot of people might say about certain things like that, because I know a lot of people are just like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that to that character, that's not like accurate to them, and they wouldn't be looking like that, and bruh, what does it matter to you? It's just people having fun, enjoying the thing that they like, and putting their own spin on it, whether or not you find it either stupid, idiotic, sexual, or even just like all around wrong. It's just people having their own take on things. So if you got like a problem with it, then there's the door. Like, I mean, look at, I mean, for instance, look at this. A majority of these characters are bosses, right? A lot of them do not look the way that they actually do in game on this piece that I'm making. That's because they have that little touch of me in them. It has a little bit of my style, and it looks a little different. Why? Is because, well, yeah, I want to try to be as accurate to the game characters themselves. I still want to put my own little bit of a spin on it. And also, I will admit, I am obviously eyeballing this to hell and back, but that's besides the point. I'm at least putting my own spin on it, and I'm having fun with it. Whether or not you got a problem, there's the door. Alright, but anyway. That little rant aside, I'm gonna do myself a favor and start manipulating these to work with each other a little bit here. I think I got everything right. Pretty much. I'm just missing like the logo on the cloak and all, but that will be added in a minute. I think with that in mind though, I'll real quick add one more layer. Man, I really wish I could actually see like how many more layers I'm able to work with, because I fear that I won't be able to work with a lot more. I hate to say, I fear that I'm not going to be able to work with a lot more, because I think this canvas is in 4K. Like, actually, hold on, let me check. Give me like 1 minute here. Yeah, it is in 4K. I forget. Whenever it comes to a project like this, I like to be a bit too ambitious, but I mean, hey, it be what it be sometimes, you know? Sometimes it be like it is what it do. But now we got to figure out where to put this character. You know what? I think I know way about this. First of all, let me put that back to where it was. And we are going to take a visit to some other drawings real fast. A little bit of this, like this a little. Because it still kind of works like that. And then we are going to try later to, fuck, did not mean to do that. We are later going to try to fit our character into this spot specifically. I believe we can do it. First, let's do a test fit. good? Yeah, that's good. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Sure, by the time I get to having to move it there, it'll be a-okay. Now, let's get to formulating some colors for this. Right now we need a pure white, because that's what it's pretty much a pure white. And then we get to orangey areas, yellowish areas, because we are now entering territory of colors. And I need to try to do my damnedest to get as close as I can to this. And now I think I'm doing pretty good. And now as for this, I think putting up that might work. I think we start with this, obviously. Because it'd be a format of a gold, and we need to work with the gold as best we can. Now, go back to the orange a little bit, not too much, and then we start going ham with the coloring a little bit. To bring it up a little bit more towards this, just in general. This, that. Right, because it might save me that time, I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, so far so good, I'd say. So far so good. Come on, yeah, work with me here, bro. Great. Yeah, so far this is looking really good. What do you guys think in chat, huh? You guys thinking this looks good? Do you think it looks fine? You think it looks dandy? You think it's looking elegant in a way of saying? So I'm thinking it looks pretty fucking beautiful. Alright, now we go for a copper look with the sword. I forgot that I need to fucking do this. Looks good. Thank you there, Onyx. I appreciate it. Oh fuck. Sometimes I will admit I'm like one of those people whenever I do see my RPs and I'm just like, I made this. I made this trash. But then I kind of had the realization at one point where I'm like, you know what? I diss on my art way too much. I should not do that. So I kind of now have the perspective of seeing my art like this, and I feel like it's a good way to go about it. So, to anybody real quick, I want you to put, if you're somebody that is struggling to draw some art, or is an artist and then you have that feeling of being like, you know what, I don't really like this piece, put it like this, really. After you make it, put yourself in the mindset of somebody else who is witnessing your art for the first time. And put it in the mindset of like you, like as if you didn't make it yourself. I know that can be hard considering the amount of time and effort you may put into the piece, but you do that, and in my opinion, it puts more of a positive outlook to your drawings, especially to you, because you look at it and you're like, wow, that's actually really good, you know? Because you gotta realize there's like a lot of people out there that obviously have a hard time trying to either get into art or have a hard time trying to draw in general. And not everybody can do it, or at least not everybody feels like they can do it. Sometimes people are just as equally, are just like that talented. Like I will admit, I'm not gonna lie, and not to toot my own horn when I say this, I just happen to have been drawing for like years since I was like 5, so the talents pretty much grew over time, I will admit, but that's just kind of like how it is for me. Sorry, I focused up for a minute there. But Besides that, art itself is always kind of like a skill to master a lot of the time, as many people usually will say, right? But, as some people say, practice makes perfect, or as I usually like to put it in a way that it feels a little bit better to me, sucking at something is the first step to being sort of good at something. A quote from Jake the dog for anybody that doesn't know. At least to say, you take your time, you do what you feel like is right for your art, and you just practice and practice and practice, no matter how long it takes you. You'll eventually get good at it, and it'll be like second nature for you. It's super simple, and it just takes time. I mean, like, for instance, it's been, like, to use this for reference for, like, what has been, like, very prevalent in a way of showing, like, what you can be good at. I don't know if any of you saw the meme of, like, the person who had a hard time trying to draw a face from, like, a downward angle looking up. But that's a good example. Like, everybody in the art community didn't make fun of it. I mean, there were some memes made out of it, but they didn't make fun of it, and they actually genuinely put some actual advice out there. And I like that. It shows how, like, helpful the art community usually is, and I like that about the art community. And even when it comes to it, it also goes for the VTuber community as well. Somebody asks a question, nobody makes fun of it, and they just genuinely put some advice out there. I like that. So just know that if you're somebody that's having a hard time trying to get like a good idea of what you want to do artistically, whether it's drawing, sculpting, 3D modeling, any sort of way of like wanting to get into art, shit can take time. It's just a matter of, do you want to put the time into that effort? Because if you don't, you're obviously not going to make any progress about it. But I believe in the fact that you can definitely do anything with a pen and pencil, or even a tablet, and either, depending on the version of tablet you got, an Apple Pencil or a stylus, depending. You'll be able to make good progress. It just obviously is going to take some time. Not everybody can draw the Mona Lisa on their first try, but everybody can draw a stick figure on their first try. So start with that. It's like that one meme that people also make. It's like the meme of, make it exist first, you can make it look better later. Which, in my opinion, a good word of advice. I mean, like I said, sucking at something, it's the first step to being sort of good at something. This. Yeah, decided to make it a little thicker just because it felt like it didn't align with like all the other lines of it. But I'd say that is very good. Just get the eyes in there, and then we call that done. Perfection. Alright. Oh wait, actually, almost forgot the feathers. Almost forgot the feathers. Okay. Maybe use a little bit more of a tannish color. There we go. Look gorgeous, sweetheart. You look gorgeous. Alright, now we take it. Just do a little bit of this. The other way. Actually, hold on. You know what? Let's see how it fits in like this real fast, just to see. Okay, having it like this would be perfect. Now I'm gonna have to reformulate everything else in order to make it work. So let's start with this. Yeah, I better move. Her right. Move her right here, but I also gotta move this. Gotta move this guy. I think. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need to move this guy up. Wait, is that him? That is him. What the fuck? Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Well, either way, it works. It works, and that's all that should matter. Shrink it down just a little bit more so that way the twin clankers actually show up a little bit better. Okay, hold on. Oh, fuck, I am sorry. Okay. Whew. I had to stretch my back. Goddamn, that was a nice feeling. Alright, now we got another boss to get to, folks. So let's see who'll be next on the list. Oh, show me what we got. Okay, we got the Craggler. I forgot about the Craggler. Craggler's gonna be a bit of a rough one because that's a bit of a big bitch. So, let's see what we got. Also, this one might be tougher and also easier because A, tougher because it's a big bitch, and B, easier because there's practically nearly only a few frames that we can work with. So, Craggler. There we go. Show me the Craggler. Alright. So, anybody wondering who I'm talking about? Give me a minute. Alright, save image as. Yes, please. And then we go here, and then we go here, and then I show through this, and then boom. This will be the baby that I be talking about. A big beetle-esque looking crab thingy. I don't know what type of bug it's supposed to be representing. All I know is that it definitely looks a bit wacky. To say the very least, it looks a bit wacky. I'm sure we can all agree in that sense, right? You know, actually, hold on. I want to take. Where's it? Well, you can definitely tell that Procreate's struggling a little bit to hold all this. I want to take this one. I actually want to change the position of where it is and where it's facing. I want to put it right here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Looks a lot better right there instead of like right up here. I know in a sense it probably would be better because it feels the space a little bit, but at the same time, it feels a little more comfortable being right there. And not all of this is supposed to be 100% perfect, so we work with what we got. Now, we work on the Craggler. Time to eyeball the fuck out of this. Alright. Okay, so usually it's the Craggler's upside down. So I think we might actually have it be instead of like, because the way its body is like, its legs are like this. And it's got two arms that are like this with a little weird mouth bit that shoots all the little gunk out of it. And shoots all the little gunk out. So right now we need to find a way to properly formulate it and make it kind of look good. I forget that this is in here all the time. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, we should obviously start with drawing it the way it is, which is upside down. And with the way that it looks, I honestly don't know how to describe the shape. The shape of this piece is kind of a little unique, I would say. guess if I had to kind of closely resemble it to something else. What can I actually... What can I even compare it with? I don't know what I can compare it with. I mean, you know what, you kind of get what I'm saying. It's got a unique shape. Basically, it looks like a Hershey's Kiss. That's what I want to. It looks like a Hershey's Kiss in a certain way. Well, a little bit more of a chunkier Hershey's Kiss, but we kind of got the idea. You know what? Because of this, I think... Yeah, you know what? Because of the shape just in general, I think this is a good time to actually activate something that I haven't used for this entire project at all. That would be... Well, I mean, I've used it for, like... I used it for Hornet, but I haven't used it in a bit of a while for just any of the bosses. So, I think this is a good prime opportunity to make a boss that actually looks a little properly uniform. But we're not going to entirely do that with the whole thing, because there are many parts of it that do not look properly uniform. So, that said, let's just get the general shape. Just getting the general shape right off the rip is the best bet. Then hold on. Actually, let me get like this, so that way we got like part that has the legs not in the way. And looking at it, this is definitely not a very uniform boss, and it's not, and I'm not complaining at all. Looking, like getting a closer look, you could definitely tell that this is a boss that they just said, fuck it, we're gonna have a little fun with the design a little bit here. I like that. Also, it is a little funny because you can tell what parts are the only ones that will move and which ones aren't. I.e. the mouth, the claws, and the legs. The rest, yeah, that just staying still, boy. Okay. Now I just need to get like the outline of the shell kind of properly done here. Okay, this is where I gotta. Right here is where I gotta cut the assist here, because the shell is not at all properly uniform, which good. Actually, I gotta make this just a little smaller, this little lip right there on the shell. Assist on for this actually kind of helps out a little bit, because it might make it look a little less uniform, which I kind of want right now. At this point, we go for the least uniform looking type of dealio here, so let's do that. So far so good. Yep, alrighty. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do for this, just to make sure that even though it's not uniform, it definitely has at least a little bit of evenness to it. I put a dot right there, so that way I can have a dot right here, the assist on, and get at least like the leveling of how the shell should be. Shell on this side has a bit of a difference in looks right now. And this is where I think the uniformness is going to be coming back in a little bit. Bring in the assist and start bringing it down here a little. Because right here is where we bring in the lines. But first things first, I'm going to bring in the middle line a little bit here so that way we can get just a good idea of what this work. No, I'm sorry, like this song just immediately is just like, oh god damn it, I'm gonna be singing this song. You gotta forgive me, like Guilty Gear music, like I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard it, but Guilty Gear music is just such artistic genius.
Every page inside is meaningful as always, but no one's gonna read them out again. Oh please don't wait.
I'm not kidding when I say that I am like deeply fighting the urge to sing this. Just because like I love this music and I sing it every time whenever I'm on the road and I just happen to be listening to Guilty Gear music, bro. Just getting the idea. Arms out of the way right here because I mean actually they're kind of also a lot thicker. Yeah, a lot thicker. Okay, funny enough, I think this is actually already perfect. This is formulated. This going. Actually, yeah, seeing it, this is perfect, but I need to actually do this because on its right arm, the outer part, which is this one, is a little bigger, while the inner part, this one, is a little smaller. That is the opposite on this side. Okay, I gotta keep myself from singing it only just because like I don't know if any of you have ever heard Overtime. Hold on. But my throat is like not the best, especially if you like have heard my voice over the years. My throat is not in the best conditions. This is me talking in the most like calming, neutral way that I can, and this is just like me talking with my vocal cords specifically. So if that kind of puts it in perspective, I hope it does. That part, I will admit, is not very much of a joke. Actually, sorry, I'm just constantly looking back and forth at the creature here. Hands are a little more uniform than I thought. Or claws. What even are, you know, hold on, let me draw these shots. I gotta know, what the fuck even are these? What do you even classify these with? Hold on. I don't know if these are claws or not, because it don't open them, it don't fucking, like, move them in any sort of way other than, like, left and right as it usually should. Like, hold on, look at this, hold on. Like, what is this? Because this is obviously neither a hand, a claw, a like mandible, whatever the fuck it is. It obviously isn't any of those. I genuinely don't know what this is. Like, look at that head. What is that? What is that? What even is that? I don't know bug anatomy, so I don't know what the hell that would actually be called. But what the fuck is it? I think it's like a mole hand, probably, but at the same time, it's practically kind of solid, so I don't really know if like it would count as a mole hand. That's the problem with it. if it was a bug, yeah, I mean, even then, like the only thing I could probably see this being used for is like punching a flat surface down on like on the ground or something. But even then, is with the spikes, I doubt that would be the case. That's like the best option that it has, though. Like, I hate to say it. Unless there's something I'm missing and there's a format of lore that I don't know with this thing, and I don't know what the fuck to call these. But I mean, hey, that's kind of the beauty with Silk Song. It has bugs that are very unique in shape and very different than the usual stuff. So, I mean, I can't entirely complain, but at the same time, I just wonder. Alright, yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to bring this back. I don't know why I decided to get rid of it, but we're going to go with this, alright? Erase this just a little bit, and then we're going to bring it to this point. And then we're just going to kindly bring this over here. Here at where the mouth is. I don't know what to call this because this is obviously not a mouth. I could probably only call it like a squid mouth because that's just basically what this is. It's just a squid mouth. Hold on, we got eyes to draw on. So I got another tooth, and they need to be a little bit more rounded and close to tear shape. That's the thing that I noticed with a lot of the eyes on these bugs. Too far apart. Majority of them, while not entirely tear-shaped, they do have like a bit of an outline to them that kind of makes them feel like they're close to it, you know what I mean? Because like they start a little small in the front and then enlarge in the back. Like this, basically, if I can get it without ruining all the other lines. Yeah, and actually that funny enough works. But yeah, this is kind of like, you can kind of see it, right? Like they have somewhat of a tear-esque shape on them. Not all the eyes are like that, obviously, but a majority of them can be like that. Assist, and I'm just gonna have fun with the tentacles on this thing, because why not? Funny enough, still works. But yeah, that basically is kind of just like what I talk about with like the mouth, because would this technically be labeled as a mouth? Even if it don't technically have lips? Anyway, either way, we got legs to get to now, so let's get to getting, bitches. This here, get rid of this line here because that's just going to be in the way. Okay, right. I had to turn it around because I actually got a little lost of where I was. Not gonna lie. But hey, we're here, we're square, and I'm ready to draw. I don't know any words that could work with the word square. Or could rhyme with the word square, I mean to say. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, you know what? We'll go with this right now. Actually, realizing it, I should have this go a little bit more farther this way. Then it will work that way. And yeah, I needed to make it look a little thicker anyway, so it kind of works out. Because this boy, obviously, with a size like this, is gonna need some thick hams. And they ain't the type of legs there that are just meant to make you horny, even though they do a good job of that. Here, okay, hold on. I think it's because of this high part. I'm a little confused. Alright. Let's get all this real fast so I can work this out a little better. Grab to make some thick claws right here. I keep forgetting, what are bugs' legs called? Because they're obviously not called legs, even though they do look like them. They're called something else, aren't they? Or at least like specific species of bugs. I don't really remember. I'm not whatever ologist studies bugs. I would have said meteorologist, but obviously that is somebody that studies meteors. I'm kidding. No, it's somebody that studies the weather and whether or not meteors are coming. Holy fucking hiccups, bro! I swear, it's gonna be for me. There's gonna be a point where I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with like water because I keep getting fucking hiccups every time I drink. That's not even a joke. I will dehydrate myself if it means I don't have to deal with hiccups. Also found out that Stream OS can't download the Xbox app. Steam OS. Oh, wow, really? Well, I mean, considering the fact that they have mentioned multiple times, and I have to reiterate this, so that way people can get in their heads, that it is a computer, you can technically, like, reorganize it the way that you want. Meaning you could download, you could have it be Windows if you don't really like Steam OS. So therefore, I guess with that in mind, you could eventually download the Xbox app, just not with like the base settings of what it is and with SteamOS. With that in mind, it should definitely make things easier later down the line for people that do get the Steam machine later. Maybe, depending, because of this, they might actually be like, okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and give them a shot with this and like update it so that way the Xbox app can work on SteamOS, you know? This is mine, they should probably be like, okay, we gotta be open to all gamers at this point. If you ask me, would not be a bad idea. It'd be a better idea than what Xbox is doing lately. I keep losing on Xbox a lot. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't help it. They've been making poor decisions. Yeah, it would work if I put on Windows, but seems a bit of a task. I mean, maybe, but I guess it will really depend. I'm sure they, like, designed it with purposes of making sure that you could customize it internally however you wish. It's like, it's a computer. You're gonna need to do that eventually, you know? I could do it, but I ain't paying for it. Okay, yeah, fair. Fuck's sake. Oh, you could do cloud. Okay. I see. Never mind. Damn it! Come on. Okay. And then. Alright, yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Outside of the fact that I'm needing to do the line art now, we ain't missing shit. So this is the one part where I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, we eyeball it from this point, because pretty much like all that we need to do is just like draw it and now make sure that it doesn't look very uniform. Okay, we'll obviously not look 100% perfect, but I feel like that's what makes it really good. This, and then we go this way, this way, this way. Oh, we're already at the end of the playlist, really? Did I ever loop it? I did not loop it, alright. Almost forgot that I usually do put these on loop only just because they're very nice in general, and it's always good to hear this type of music every once in a while.
Nothing changes anyway. Only time passes. That's just a way.
Yeah, so far so good, I'd say. So far so good.
Someone must be thinking so.
This one I can just be I can have a little bit of fun with.
I cannot do anything for you. I hope talking is not in my line.
I'm not gonna lie, these outlines are helping out a lot.
Somewhere I'll be there at your side with a smile. Can't do anything else. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing else.
Yeah, really good so far. Fuck, I forgot the J's on goddamn layers. Shit. Oh my fuck. That far deep into this and I only realized now. What is wrong with me? Alright. Alright, work with me.
There are things I want to though. Oh, how time flies by. You always have to choose a side. Everyone is trying to convince.
Alright, sorry about that. I can't help it but like sing along with this because like you listen to this shit, bro. My only just gripe with this playlist in particular is that it doesn't have my personal favorite song on it, and that is Frisia. Frisia. Oh, so fucking. Such a good fucking song.
That's all I can do for now. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing else.
Or Divide My Heart. I do like that one as well, but it's not my personal favorite, I will say. It is a really good one. I will agree with you on that. But I personally do like Frasier a lot more just because of the style of it. Fun fact about that song, by the way, it is actually Daisuke, the person who helped compose the music and also is the general creator of Guilty Gear all around. He said that like out of all the songs in the Guilty Gear franchise, Frasier is his most favorite. And honestly, after you listening to it a lot, I could see why. Such a heavily composed mass. I realize how fucking thick I made the fucking Carpe Diem. I actually don't know if I heard Carpe Diem. Hold on, let me look it up. I'm looking it up right now. I gotta hurry up and look it up before I get heavily sidetracked. Hold on. Alright, Guilty Gear. Hold on. Guilty Gear. Carpe Diem. Alright. Oh, it's recent. Okay, that explains why I haven't heard it yet. Alright, yeah, I'll give that a listen at a different time. But that's actually funny enough, like the one Guilty Gear song that I haven't heard yet. Just because, like, not to say that I lost interest, but I just never really gotten a chance to, like, get around to listening to that stuff yet. I think I might listen to it on my way to the plasma place that I gotta go to later. Because I got my plasma donation appointment today again. So that might be a good song to listen to while on the road. Yeah, it's been a minute since I last played Guilty Gear. I remember I got so excited for when they announced the fact that what's-her-face from Cyberpunk Edgerunners was going to be coming in. That I never even got around to actually like trying the game out because of that. And I was so hyped, and admittedly I still am, but I just never got around to playing it. I'll be honest, probably a part of me is just kind of like a tad bit glad still, because I did see the videos that are involved with her, and oh man, she looking like a complex character in that game. I'm gonna tell you what, boy. I also find it a bit funny that she just basically is a cyberpunk character, they just had to find the excuse to make it an anime character, so they just went with Edgerunners. Because like literally all the stuff that I've seen from like her arsenal of gear, in a sort of way of saying, is like literally just cyberpunk shit, and that's kind of funny. They were just like, fuck it, I want to put a cyberpunk character in here, but all of them don't have an anime art style. Well, and then points towards Edgerunners. Okay, maybe we can work something out then. good. So far, so good. So far, so good. Fuck. I find it funny that in the cyberpunk universe they still use swords because they thought it was cool, and I get it. Yeah. Admittedly, swords are pretty badass. But also, let's be honest, if you're ever in a pinch, you probably are gonna want a sword. Like you used up all the ammo in your gun, you got nothing else on your side, not even a pistol, you just gotta be like, fuck it, time to go with old reliable, and then pulls out the katana. Which, in my opinion, if you're in a pinch, smart. Very smart. This is the only time when I'm actually bringing in the assist, because fuck trying to recreate this entirely on both ends. There we go. Alright, now we bring the assist out of here, and then we get back to drawing the mouth, mandible, tentacle thingies. I don't know. It probably is supposed to be, thinking about it, it probably is supposed to be like some sort of weird mole-like insect, but at the same time, I don't even know if there is an insect out there that is in any way similar to this. Outside of maybe like ants and dung beetles and like any other ground burrowing insect, but even then they do not take up the shape of they do not take up the shape of a mole. Done. Now we take you and clear you out because you're going to be used for color now. Put a reference and then put these. I'm going to put these layers together so that way they work together and are basically in unison with each other. Now time to bring in Le Cara. And make it just. I'm going to put in the slightest hue of blue with this one. Needs to just be a little darker. Maybe even a tad bit bluer. A bit more darker. Okay, yeah, that kind of works out a little. It's not perfect, but it at least works. You're gonna get the parts that are obviously just hard shell, get them colored out real quick, and then get moving on to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. Oh shit, I forgot one little thing. Hold on. That could have ended up being pretty bad later. That there. Alright, now here's where we bring it in to be a little lighter now. And now we bring it in over here. Make it a bit brighter, and then bring it a little more. Yeah, that works out pretty well. Actually, I'll make it just a tad bit darker. Yeah, that kind of works out pretty close. Fuck. Hold on, I gotta itch up my fucking nose again. Alright. Alright. These, because they basically are that. Just a little bit of a difference in it. Mask, I can tell, practically pure white. White. Actually, would this technically count as a mask, or is that just his genuine face? It's kind of a little hard to tell. Now here's where we go with the fun part, which I like to call the shading. Holy fuck, okay, I'm sorry, like, the actual sun just kind of got into my eyes for a second as I was trying to, like, look at, like, the reference that I'm looking at, which is obviously the picture that you guys see. And holy fuck, kind of came out of nowhere. This side too. Make sure the downside we can this a bit. Oh shit, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Oh, hey, Cerebot banned another bot in the chat. Thank you, Cerebot. And let me just do a little bit of shading around here, just so that way it feels a little uniform. And then, because of the way that this is kind of built, here, gonna go in here, change the brush, because if you look a little closely at this little top part right up here, there's a little bit of a sharpness to the shadow on that little shading part. I'm trying to get a good look at this, but the sun is actually like in the way a little bit. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm gonna open this in a new tab. All right. I got some crazy shading techniques with this. If you actually look at it, 'cause holy fuck, what the hell am I looking at? This is some advanced level shit right here. All right, but now we go back to this. Let me give it. Oh, nope, not that. God damn it. Make it just a tad bit big. We give it the lightest bits of shading with this. Then we go down here a little bit. Can I get that work done? Get back to this and get to doing that as well. This Lily? Okay, I thought this would be like I thought this would be the Lily song. I think this is so far pretty good. I'm not gonna lie with you. The shading right now, it is practically kind of accurate at the moment. But realizing it, the legs are actually not really the same color as the rest of the shell. It's actually a little lighter, so we can go with that now. Well, so far so good. So far so good. But also realizing it, there is a little bit of a shading thing kind of going on with the shell a little more. It's a little bit like this. We take it right here, I do a little this, and then take it here, and then we go here. Now we go around like this. This, same with that. I think we're doing just dandy here, folks. If I'd get fucking sense the fact that I'm touching it. I don't know why, but every once in a while, my iPad just doesn't like somehow respond to the fact that I'm touching the screen. Or at least Procreate does. I don't know if it's like the iPad, it's fault itself, but like it just doesn't want to cooperate when it comes to that. I don't know why. I don't know why. He's a bit stupid if you ask me, but I mean, hey, I'm not the one to design this shit. Or I've given like a design. That's not to say that Procreate's ass. It's not ass at all. I think Procreate is really good, and they are making moves that I feel like a lot of other big names should be doing. I'm looking at you, Adobe! Anyway. Honestly, really good. Really good. Really good. Now here's where this kind of comes in. Gonna need a bit of this. Kind of have it like this a little. Same with over here. And then we go over hither. This a little, and then start to just there we go. I say this is already looking good so far. What do you guys think, huh? It's not 100% accurate, but at least it's close enough, right? I think it looks good. Hold on, wait. Sorry, I was looking at the OBS and I had to like I had to make it look like they just gave him the good old tentacles to each other. Anyway. Moving on from that. Okay. Go over this, but make it just a tad bit darker. Okay, we're gonna need to make it a lot more darker. Actually, hold on. No, I know what we gotta do. Lighten it a bit. No, let's also make this good. Yeah, you know that works. yeah, all we just gotta do is a clause question mark. Now, that's pretty much it. Should I think this will do? Let's see. Yeah, I think this will do. And then we go back over to here, and then we just. Fuck, I'm sorry, my back. Whew, okay. Alright, I think I might actually go with like a little bit of just accurate as well. I'm not gonna make it like 100% accurate to everything, but just gonna like at least get it close, you know? I feel like that's at least a good thing to try for, you know? Shit. Holy hiccup, okay. This, and ah, water, delicious. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Here's what I'm thinking we do now. We just take this, and then we're gonna do this ever so slightly. The edges of the arms here. A little bit of a good shade. The other side. Now we bring in the pen here, and then we just, oh, a little too thick. This now. Thank fuck. Okay, I was about to say the sun just got blocked out by some clouds. But then it just looked like, okay, they're varying between very thick clouds to not thick at all. Mother Nature, can you pick a cloud and let it block the sun, please? And thank you. Okay, I think we did pretty good. Is it like really perfect? I will say not entirely, but it at least does the job that it needs to, and that is to portray the Craggler. So let's do this, and then bring him over here, and then this. Okay. Now I feel like this is where things are going to be a bit tricky because now where do I put him? Hold on, let's bring him back a little bit here. Because like my original plan was to have him like be like right here. Seeing how he's built, that might not really happen. And also, you could tell that like Procreate's struggling a little bit. You see the frameage on that? Ooh. Okay, you know what? I think what we're gonna have to do is just have him be like right. Actually, no. We'll have him be right here behind everybody else. That might just be the best bit that we got right now. Okay, now where to put him, we'll have to find out. Right there. Yeah, that works out pretty well. Alright. Time to see how many more layers we can get out of this. I'm just gonna spam the new layer thing and see how many more we got. Oh wow, we don't have many more left. Oh no. I might need to improvise as time flies, cause oh no. Or I could do like the dumb thing and layer like certain things together to help make it a little more. I'm just thinking about it. I think that might be what I need to do. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, that might be what we do. Because, like, as much as I would love to make sure that a lot of these are in different layers, kind of realizing it, as long as I just have, like, the specific colors already on what needs to be on there, I think we're good. You know what? Fuck it, let's do that. I'm keeping the lines separate from like the actual colors though, because that's a different fucking story. Yeah, that one's kind of fun, really. Alright, yeah, that's fine. This ain't too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. What even is this? Ah, okay, I see. That was like, okay. If I put it up here, does it change it? Okay, let's change it. If that's the case, I'll just rush back in here real quick and just fix her up a tad bit. Let's get in close. Here. I see. They're shining by. Here a little bit. Here. That's fine. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. I will come back in though and fix it, patch that a little bit up because I saw that. I don't think I did. Right, just a little bit more of a touch up. That's fine. Right there. Yeah, those are all fine. Definitely. Mostly. This guy only just needs to be like involved with this, right? Like, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really change up anything. I can just come out this time. I think the same will go with these because they're pretty much fine. Same goes with you. Alright, I think we now have a lot more layers to actually work with. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got a lot more to work with. Okay, that's perfect. First, let's just kind of like get rid of all these layers because we don't know how many more we got, but we do know that our max right now is 100. Hey there, Babby. I'll do this fine morning, my friend. I hope you're doing good. If it is morning for you, I don't know if it is or not. I mean, is that just doing small? It is indeed morning. How are you? I am doing just fine. As you can tell, I have been working really hard on this. So far, so good, I would say. But do still got a couple more bosses to get through. I just finished the Kragler, which is this guy right here, i.e. the little guy with the PNG up here that you see right there. And I got many more to do. For instance, with the bosses, I'm going off of the bosses that I personally have fought, and right now I can I'll put the Kragler off the list. And now I got the final boss herself, which is the Grandmother Silk, a Bell Eater, the First Sinner, and Lost Garmond. I don't know what to expect with these guys, but I do have ideas, but I don't know if they will be executed properly in terms of like certain things with this. But we shall see. For now, I have just the idea of what I would like to do for this boss. Well, actually, real quick, Babby, if you're just to check with you, have you at all played or seen Silksong at all, like from beginning to end? Thanks, I deeply appreciate that. But just to check with you, Babby, did you at all play or see anything involving Silksong? Just to check with you. Yeah, I have only a bit. Right now, to put in perspective, all these are either A, bosses, or B, boss characters that you come across over time. I'm realizing it, I think I might need to revisit one character, because technically they ended up becoming a boss, and we did fight them at one point, but might need to add them to the list, then if that'll be the case. So hold on one second. So cool, thanks, I appreciate that. Okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I think for purposes of what has happened with him, what happens to him later in the story, it probably would just be best to bring him along and put him on the piece. Why not? So, let's see, save images. Yes, please. Alright, and then we go back here, and then we go here, and then we do this, and that. We are putting our friend on the list of bosses. Even though under technicality he's not really actually a boss, but with what happens later, it'd probably be best to do so. Part of me is kind of also thinking in some ways. But yeah, I gotta ask though, Babby, how's your morning been for you so far? Has it been alright? Has it been fine? Has it been dandy? Gotta ask because I know things might be a bit iffy with work if you have work later. Just checking. You know what? We'll go with. How was what? Your day. Just wanted to check and ask, you know. Alright, I think I know which one. Kinda meh, right? I got up early to do overtime. Oh. Yeah, so I imagine this is a first. I see. So I imagine you're already at work right now. Which is gonna help a lot. I would assume so. Alright, I know exactly what. Yeah, I know exactly which. Outline or frame we're going to be using off of this guy. I'm also going on a trip after, so I'll be gone till the weekend. Ah, I see. And I guess that just shows that I should definitely not ask what I was going to ask, which was if you would be down to play Rivals later, considering you're going on a trip now. Good to know, and I hope you at least have a good time on your trip there, my friend. Yeah, but hey, maybe. And you know what? Hey, I'll tell you what, Babby. Because I already announced this, and I'm going to say it again. For the most part, I'm going to be taking December off, because that's usually like the month that I take off from streaming, just for purposes of making sure I don't get burnt out and everything. And also holidays, let's be real. So, if you ever want me to tag along in anything whenever you might be streaming during December, don't be scared to hit me up. I'd be down to play with you anytime. Whenever you do come back from your trip, you know? I could assume that for your trip it's probably like a Thanksgiving thing going on. Better enlarge on that a little bit. Yeah, you can help me practice Gambit. I'm not the one that will be able to help you practice Gambit. My buddy Mask will be the one to help you practice. Oh, to a Friendsgiving. Okay, I see. Nice. Very lovely. This would be like... Yeah, that'll be probably nice right there. Yeah, my buddy Mask will probably most likely be the one to teach you how to play Gambit, because I will admit I have tried my hands at him a little bit. Wow, it's complex. I've been alright. Things have definitely, I will admit, been in a bit of a rough patch, not even considering the holidays in a way, but right now things are starting to look up a little bit better. I got a feeling that things will be working out in my favor later, but hopefully the time will be pleasant. Only time will tell, though. Only time will tell. I would say though, it's also just because like money for me right now is like extremely scarce, and job hunting is just a hassle. But right now things are fine for me, and that's all that matters. So, in a way of saying, I'm okay. None of those tears here, Babby, alright? Things are alright, don't worry. that'll work. Looks out pretty fucking well, if you ask me. And then we got this right here. A bit of a more poofy stash. Man's got a good stash on him, though, I will say that. It's a little upsetting of what happens, but I mean, hey. Really good for what it is, though. Got a little bit of a shortcut going around this way. First, we can't entirely forget about his faithful companion Zaza. Yes, this bug has a little pet that he rides named Zaza, and I will say I adore him for that. You gotta get a good idea of where Zaza's face would be. I think right here is good. Is this Lily? Yes! I love it. Do you play Minecraft? I do have Minecraft, but I haven't played it in a bit. Also just because Microsoft just be Microsoft and just doesn't want me to have proper access to my account for some fucking reason. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I at least did work it out and things are like working properly now, but outside of that issue. I do love Minecraft, but it's been a bit. Yeah, Microsoft be a big yucky, especially with how they've been treating Xbox as of late. That itself is a completely different story, though. Your soul is dry enough. You don't need to wait, need to wait for us. I gotta not, or else my vocal cords are just gonna be like, no, stop, this is torture. As if they haven't been already telling me that before. I'm just gonna try to get the outline of Zaza as best as I can right now, because that's just the best bet as of the moment. Oh, sure. They change the cold inside. Lily, you never change. They all want a brand new box today. No matter what's inside. Get these little antennas on
All
here.
these pieces that meant so much to me those days. Tide has washed them all away to vain. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling.
Kind of go for a little bit of this here. These are for purposes of the eyes. Shit. Okay. You don't need to wait, need to wait for us. What is there to say? Everything's too late. And we all accept it that way, so be it. Time marches on. Really? Sorry, this song is just way too good. Way too fucking good for me. Yeah, this should be good. I'm realizing it, the outline of like Za's album good. Also kind of is a little weird without like all the little extra bits of detail. Changing up the body a bit because I feel like I need to reform it just ever so slightly. Oh, you'll figure it out, figure it out, figure it out for you once more. I was losing breath as I was singing that last part. Okay, so far not bad, I will say. So far not bad. But yeah, Babby, if you still happen to be listening, I hope you have yourself a good Friendsgiving wherever that may be. And hopefully hopefully you get stuffed up like the turkey that you may potentially be eating. If you eat turkey, I don't know if you do or not. Or if you're going to eat turkey. Alright, that's that. This. Actually, no, I gotta bring it a little closer like this. And then we bring it around the town like so. Oh, excuse me. Okay, and then we go like this. Weeze is doing really good. Weeze is doing really good. Wow, I just realized that arm is actually going far. Sorry for any of the noise in the background. There's a vacuum going off right now. A little further down than I probably should draw it, but right now this is fine. This is fine. Okay, all good, all good, all good, all good. Really nice, really nice, yeah, really nice, really nice, really nice, very nice indeed, yes. And get like his legs, or leg, up and showing. And then we got like some baggage on the back of Zaza there. So let's formulate that a little bit. Perfect. then we got the little weapon that he has. I don't know what this would technically be called, but it is something. That's all I can really call it, is something. Funny enough, it looks like it would be a gun, but at the same time, I know like it's supposed to be a melee weapon, and also I don't think a gun is supposed to be as small as an insect, or if there even is a gun, that would be as small as an insect. Outside of that one pistol, but even then, it's not really much of a gun. It's like an emergency. Really, in case of an emergency, and you need something like real quick. Like, you know the super tiny gun that I'm talking about? Anybody? That should be tiny. Yeah, that's like the world's tiniest pistol is literally just like, in case you are in need of like some little bits of extra protection. But even then, that's not really much of a thing that will protect you. You'll probably bruise the person's eyeball, but other than that. And we get a little bit of this, and this, and the outline is done. Alright. You know what? Thinking about it, I might have an idea of what we could do for friend-related bosses, or bosses that turns into friends. Except for Belle here. Belle is like probably going to be the only exception I make, depending. But right now, I'd say this is a good point to call it, because we've been at this for 2 hours, and so this is going to be it for now. But of course, we ain't just going to be ending it by ending it as per usual. We're going to be ending it by sending this up with a raid. That's a solid 2 hours, pretty much. But we're of course going to be ending this with a quick raid, so if any of y'all in chat want to join along, prep yourselves. And give me like 1 second here. Hold on. Bang. You know, honestly, that emote is probably the best way to describe how I personally feel, and you know what? Because of that, we're going to use it in the raid message today. Boom. Then, boom. Alright, so to anybody that wants to participate in the raid, feel free to copy paste that message, and if you do not have the emotes, feel free to either use your own, or use some others that you like to use. Whom to send it off to is the question. It's a great emote, thanks. I literally was just like, you know what? I want to make some emotes that are in relation to memes. So what are some memes that I can do? That was one of them. And then my buddy Mask was the one that suggested the idea of turning me into Big Chungus. And yes, I have a Big Chungus emote only just because of that joke and that joke alone. Nothing else and nothing more. Oh! Actually, here's somebody that we can raid. We're going to be sending it off to Tree Kicker Boar. It's been a minute since we last raided them, so why not we stop by and say hello to them, Oh, wait, Tree Kicker. There he is. He's apparently playing a game called Cowboy Life Simulator. Well, yeehaw, Chuckle Fox. Let's get the rootin' on tune down over there, shan't we? But yeah, this was definitely a lot of fun. I hope to definitely finish this art piece sooner than later, but only time will obviously tell. We won't know until... Thanks for the stream. No, thank you for coming along, honestly. It's been a bit, and honestly, I'm glad that I was able to get through this, and I kind of hope that we get through this art piece a little bit sooner than later, but who knows. Maybe I'm going to work on it a little bit off stream, and hopefully I can get some stuff done with Silk Song before we can finish it, because I would like to make sure I can finish the game before I finish the art piece, because I want to make sure to get all the bosses on it, because that's what the point of this art piece is. But anyway, with all this being said and done, thank you to everybody who's joined me this morning to hang out and chill today. I really do deeply appreciate it, and for those that stopped by to either say hi and or lurk for a bit, I, as usual, appreciate you as well. As per usual, it means a lot you take some time to see this dummy who smiles on your screen for no reason whatsoever, at least when it's not the morning. But yeah, till next time, y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all hanging out for this morning. And until next time, I'm Star, signing out for now. I shall see you tonight when we play some Marvel Rivals.